Hi and welcome everyone, it's Martin here at Crypto Gains. Happy Monday, and we're beginning the week with in-depth sentiment analysis of major cryptocurrencies. Beginning with Bitcoin, what we can see is that the weighted social sentiment compared to the Bitcoin price dropped significantly, crossing below zero as we experienced that substantial drop to below 50,000 in Bitcoin. That indicates that market participants are now expecting more of a bearish rather than bullish outcome. And if we continue our analysis, we can see that the very same dynamic is unfolding in Ethereum, which after reaching a new all-time high above 2,500, again rejected that with very steep decline, which is echoed in the social sentiment of Ethereum as well. Interestingly, this time we can observe the same thing across Ripple, Chainlink, Dogecoin and Uniswap as well, which is just another confirmation of something that I have been saying for a long time in the Crypto Gains videos, and that is that the crypto market tends to be very highly correlated, and the vibes, the moves in Bitcoin are reflected across the entire spectrum of cryptocurrencies. In addition to that, we can see that the perpetual contract funding rate, which indicates the dynamics in the futures market, has also dropped to very sustainable levels, and it rejected a very sharp increase which coincided with, or actually even preceded a little bit, the all-time highs in Bitcoin. This suggests that the futures market are cooling off as well, and now the bullish sentiments are not as high as they used to be. Next, we can see something which could be seen as a disturbing sign, and that is that searches for bear market on crypto social media have reached a new high, which we haven't observed since October 2020. Which is suggesting that the overall vibe is rather bearish at the moment. And finally, we can see that also the inflows of exchanges of major cryptocurrencies, including Ethereum, Uniswap, SushiSwap and Earn Finance over the past 30 days are reaching very high levels, and this may indicate that market participants are going to sell them in the near term. However, there is some optimistic news, and Polygon, one of the best performing cryptocurrency in the year, is reaching new all-time highs, and we're going to discuss interesting trading idea about it. But now let's begin with Bitcoin on the technical chart, as we usually do. The critical pivot level for Bitcoin is 52,500. Above that level, to me, there is an opportunity for long positions with targets at 53,300, the nearest resistance level, and then at 54,400. Conversely, if we break below 52,500, the downside will prevail with targets at 51,700 and 51,000 based on horizontal support and resistance lines. Interestingly, on the daily chart, what we can see is that we dipped into oversold territory in Bitcoin, which hasn't happened for a very long time and certainly not throughout this year. So on the one hand, we can interpret that as a good opportunity to initiate long positions, considering that the market move was very far outstretched on the short side. Now let's move to Ethereum. The pivot point for Ethereum is 2,430. Above that level, opportunities for buying Ethereum with targets at 2,490 and 2,545. Conversely, below 2,430, the downside is going to prevail, in my opinion, with targets at 2,355 and 2,295. Now we're moving to Litecoin. In Litecoin versus Tether, I'm waiting for prices to break above 240 before initiating long positions with targets at 243 and then at 250. Conversely, once we break below 2040, it's more than likely that the downside will prevail, taking us down to 235 and 222. So this is on the short side for Litecoin. Now another idea comes from NEO. In NEO versus Tether, the pivot point is 86. Above that level, based on horizontal support and resistance lines, I'm seeing the first target on the long side at 89.50 and then 92.85. Conversely, if we're below 86, it's more than likely that the downside will prevail with targets at 83 and then subsequently at 80. And the final idea, of course, comes from Polygon. Looking at Polygon versus Tether on the 1-hour chart, based on the data that we have available on Stormgain, we are reaching new all-time high territory. To me, 0.5 is the critical pivot level. It used to be strong resistance, which is now overcome. And because we don't have data going forward, what I'm using here is the Fibonacci Theory and some of the most common extensions going forward. That's 1.718 based on the previous high, and then 2. So based on these levels, above 0.5, we could be looking for targets on the long side at 0.5683 and 0.6329. Conversely, below 0.5, it's more than likely that we could see further declines, but have strong support on the short side, or a good opportunity to take profit if you have initiated short position below 0.5 at 0.465. So these are all ideas for today. Keep learning with the video education section in the Crypto Gains Market Insight subsection. Remember to join the Crypto Signals Made Easy channel in Telegram for lots of insightful articles and trading ideas. Thanks for joining me today. Trade wisely, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Hey, thanks a lot for tuning in, and if you liked what you see and you're not already with us, click on the link in the description below and become part of the Stormgain community. That way you will never miss another opportunity and you will become a more profitable crypto trader. See you soon.